In a world that glorifies busyness, where every moment is a race against the clock, I ask you, when was the last time you truly rested? Not just a pause or a nap on the couch, but a deep, rejuvenating rest that nourishes your soul, recharges your spirit, and revitalizes your purpose. If you're struggling to remember, you are not alone. But it's time for a change. It's time to discover the transformative power of rest. Welcome to Her Unraveled Life, where I help kingdom women yearning for inner peace and the strength to embrace their calling. I'm your host, Amy Wadlington, and together we're journeying toward healing, empowerment, and the unwavering faith to overcome and break through. As a certified holistic life and health coach and someone who's navigated the turbulent waters of past trauma, autoimmunity, and chronic illness, I've witnessed firsthand the power of transformation that comes with God by our side. In each episode, we dive deep into the realms of health, healing, and divine calling, shedding the layers of life that holds us back and stepping boldly into the vibrant life that God created us for. My book, Into the Deep 21 Days of Prayer and Fasting, Contending for the Promise and Stepping into God's Call, is a testament to the journey of faith and the profound shifts that come with it. Here, every week, we unravel the complexities of our lives, breaking free from the armor that we've built around our hearts to live fully and freely. Today's conversation circles back to a fundamental yet often overlooked pillar of our well-being, the importance of rest. Before we embark on a deep dive into the different types of rest and their transformative powers over the next few weeks, let's first explore why truly resting, is not just an act of self-care, but a profound step towards our transformation. Let's talk about it. Now, I want to start with a personal story that I believe many of you will resonate with. Right after my separation in 2008, I found myself moving in with my mom and my stepdad, navigating the world as a single parent while trying to hold together the semblance of normalcy for my two daughters. Those days were really tough. I was working, parenting, breaking free from trauma that had overcome my family. And somewhere in between all of that, I was trying to find myself again. If I wasn't parenting or working, I was sleeping. I remember my mom being so worried about me during that time. But despite all of the sleep I was getting, I was exhausted. It was a deep, unshakable tiredness that seemed to cling to my bones, every cell in my body. For 18 months, this was my reality. I didn't know that the high stress likely activated my Epstein-Barr, which is in the same family as mono. I don't know if you remember growing up, there was always that one kid who missed tons of school because they had mono. Well, I probably shouldn't have been working during that season, but I didn't really feel like I had much of a choice. And honestly, going to work was kind of my refuge from life. Grace was the only thing that got me through that season. What I didn't understand then, which I wish I had, was that there are different types of rest, and I had been neglecting each of them nearly all of my entire life. This realization hit me hardest when I was at my lowest. I felt like my body had simply shut down. But it was more than just physical fatigue. It was emotional, creative, spiritual, sensory, social, and mental exhaustion. Over the next few episodes, we're going to deep dive into each of these types of rest. But today, I want to share with you the top 5 reasons why rest in all of its forms is so vital to our well-being. First, rest restores our energy in a way that sleep alone cannot. It recharges us, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. It allows us to pour into our families, our work, and our passions with renewed vigor. Second, it enhances our creativity and problem-solving skills. Have you ever noticed how solutions to problems seem to come easier after a period of rest? That's because rest, especially creative and mental rest, allows our brains to process information differently, unlocking new perspectives. Third, rest strengthens our emotional resilience. It allows us to process and recover from the emotional toll of our daily lives, making us more equipped to handle stress and anxiety or anything that life throws at us. Fourth, it deepens our spiritual connection. In moments of rest, we find clarity and peace, strengthening our relationship with God and understanding our purpose with greater clarity. And fifth, ignoring our rest can have detrimental effects on our physical health. Embracing all forms of rest contributes to a healthier, more vibrant life. But rest offers even more surprising benefits. Did you know that it can actually boost your immune system, improve your memory and your learning skills, and it can also enhance emotional intelligence? These are just a few of the additional blessings rest brings into our lives. Now, I want to share a story with you from 1 Kings that perfectly illustrates the divine importance of rest. It's about Elijah who, exhausted and on the run, is visited by an angel. He had just experienced something severely traumatic. The angel doesn't offer grand solutions or advice, doesn't tell him to get up and get over it or move on or go to work, go to school, but simply sustenance. He gives him food and water and the encouragement to rest. This story is a powerful reminder that God recognizes our need for rest, not just physically, but as a spiritual necessity as well. Now, as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to think about your own rest habits. Are you nurturing all aspects of rest in your life? Or like me in those 18 months of exhaustion, are you neglecting the very thing that could bring you closer to vibrant living? Now, before we say goodbye, I have a very special invitation for you. I would love for you to join my online community on Facebook. It's totally free, but it's where we support each other on our journeys to holistic health, healing, and embracing who God called us to be. I'll put the link in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you are worthy of the vibrant life God created you for. Embrace rest in all its forms and step into the abundant life that's out there waiting for you. Until next time, friend, thanks for listening.